Hello. This is a very somber video for me, and it's on the subject of healing. Healing. I have my notes here, so I'm going to read because I had to write down a lot of things because I don't want to forget my chain of thoughts. So my question to everyone who's suffered a broken heart or who's lost someone: how long will you mourn for that which you have lost? Or for that which God has rejected? Or for that which has left your life? How long are you going to mourn? It's okay to grieve. Grief is good. If something is lost, you need to grieve it. You need to mourn it. But you need to put a timeline to your mourning. The Bible says that weeping may endure for a night, but surely joy should come in the morning. So my question is, why are you wallowing in that grief? Why are you settling and sleeping in that grief? There are some losses that you will never get over, but you just learn to live with. If one had an accident and you lose your leg, or one loses their arm, it's never going to grow back, but you find a way to cope. There's something called coping mechanism. You find a way to cope with that loss. So some losses have to be lived with. Jesus himself experienced grief. The Bible says that he was a man of sorrows. He was acquainted with grief. So Jesus suffered a few losses while he was here on earth. Prolonged grief can be physically debilitating. It can be spiritually limiting, and it can be mentally stagnating. No matter what was lost, there has to be a timeline for grief. When Moses died, the children of Israel went into a state of mourning, and mourning stagnates. And Jesus said to them, "Enough! How long will you mourn? Moses is dead. I've raised someone else. It's time to get a move on." So take your time to grieve, but surely do not make a tent. In a place of grief. When David lost his son, he prayed when God told him, "No, you slept with Bathsheba. This boy, he's going to die." The Bible says that Moses prayed and fasted and tore his, it was an ashes. He prayed. And when the boy died, he said, "All right, I've done what I need to do. It's time to move on." How long are you going to keep mourning? Healing begins when you change the way you tell your story. One of the ways you know you've healed is when you tell that story, the tears don't run down your eyes anymore. You even have a laughter when you tell the story. You are alive. You are not dead. That means you can change your story. So whatever heartbreak you've suffered, whatever you have gone through, whoever left you, whatever doors were closed in your face, recover from that grief. Heal.